Colonial Motor Mart, Toyota, Mark Arbuckle Nissan, the Community Foundation for the Alleghenies, Krebs United, First Commonwealth Bank, Government Civil Employee Services, LLC. That's actually Clint's organization, Clint Smith, who's our vice chair this year and will be the chair next year. Mm-hmm. So they're a sponsor. Highmark, Holsinger, Clark, and Armstrong, Indiana Regional Medical Center, Indiana First Bank, Marion Center Bank, PNC Bank, the Ruschini Group, S&T Bank, Smith, Lewis, and Chess, Senator Don White, and the UPMC Health Plan. And then we also have sponsors for the kickoff event specifically. Mm-hmm. Those are Kizneski and Lockard Real Estate, Representative Dave Reed, Wingard Tree Farms, Gaddy Pharmacy, and of course Donna and Terry Griffiths. So we've really developed a great collection of sponsors right out of the gate that's going to put our campaign on a very fast start.
Well, and one of the great things about that is it really shows how important the United Way campaign is to Indiana County. All of those groups that you named, all of those businesses, and many of the people that you mentioned and the companies are involved on the boards of directors of the agencies which to benefit from the United Way campaign.
Right. Beyond the dollars and cents support, the volunteerism of not only the board members, but also many of these employer groups who actually lend their employees to the United Way to do everything from mailings to support at the events. It is just amazing the outpouring of support the United Way receives from the community. It really is.
The tremendous push that was put on at the end of last year's campaign, that's a typical thing. Folks really need to get on board, and sometimes it takes a little bit of a gentle push. Sometimes you have to push a little bit harder. Right. But when people understand what's going on and how important the United Way campaign is to all of these agencies that are served by the United Way, they come on board, and that's wonderful. But I know you'd like it to not be quite so hard as it's been in recent years.
Well, it's the reality of fundraising, but also earning the support from individuals and business entities to know that their dollars are being used in the right manner. Mm-hmm. We're a small community with a very, very big heart. But the reality is the pie is only so big, and there are a lot of organizations that are very worthy of financial support. And so one of our objectives this year is try to reach beyond the borders of Indiana County. There are businesses that do business here in Indiana County that aren't necessarily domiciled here. And so, they need to be a part of this. So we're hoping to look at this campaign as a way of actually bringing dollars into the county to address some of our local needs. And our partner agencies are phenomenal. I think we need to do a little more in making it clear who our partners are and what they do for the community. A lot of it's about early childhood development. I'm real big personally on pathways to independence and giving people a hand up and not necessarily a handout. And so dealing with our youth and engaging our children, to me, is the heart and soul of what the United Way does.
Give us an idea of the scope of the agencies that is served by United Way.
Well, the scope is quite broad. We have 15 partner agencies. They range from, obviously, the Alice Paul House, who provides a tremendous and necessary service to this community, to youth organizations such as the YMCA, Indie Kids. We have the Salvation Army as part of this, the Head Start, Accessibilities, Life Steps, the Open Door. So there is a broad range of partners that really touch, every spectrum of life and every corner of the county.
And really talks about what the mission of the United Way is all about, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely it is. A lot of these organizations, they do tremendous work, but what we do is we give them the capacity to raise funds that they need to fulfill their mission. Mm-hmm. And so that's, I think, what's pretty unique and interesting about the Indiana County United Way, because we also have our independents. A lot of United Ways are starting to be folded into larger organizations, but we're here and we're local, and the dollars that are raised are invested locally, and I think that's absolutely critical.
There have been, down through the years, many different types of events that have helped to boost the United Way, the campaign. And one of the most important, I think, in recent years is United Way actually going in to the business community and gathering all the employees in an office together, or in an organization or a company together, and impressing upon them the importance of supporting United Way and what United Way does. And I know that that will be an important part again this year.
Employee campaigns are absolutely critical, and the reality is 7 employee campaigns accounted for 40% of what was raised last year.
Wow.
And so those employee campaigns are important. We do employee presentations throughout the year, but cultivating them from within the organization is really critical. I know every year the Ruskini Group is our pace-setting employee campaign. Typically, their amount raised will be announced at the kickoff, and they're very good about trying to encourage 100% giving.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. And folks will hear quite often from us and from you during your visits about how important that is, and how you'll go to any business, large or small.
Yep. We'll name the time and place, and we will be there.
And let them know
Yes.
about the campaign. All right, so closing moments here with Joe Pittman. United Way campaign getting set to kick off on August the 8th at the College Lodge. Give folks the contact information again. How
Yes,
can
sir.
they get their tickets?
It is, you can call in at 724-463-0277 or visit the website uwindianacounty.com or check us out on the Facebook page, or you can even stop by the office, 677 Church Street, the old R&P building.
Mm-hmm. And find him. Find Joe Pittman. He'll be all over the community.
Find me, absolutely.
Joe, thanks for coming in.
Todd, thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
Our pleasure. And Clint, too, because Clint's been here. He's working behind the scenes today, but he'll be in that chair next year.
Yes, and, Lori gave me a tremendous opportunity to learn from her, and continuity is critical to this campaign. So I'm excited Clint's on board, and look forward to handing the baton off to him.
Yeah. Oh, and before we're done, we have to say hi to Sarah Everett from IUP.
Yes.
Communications major, going for your master's. Wonderful, and she's here today.
Yeah, Sarah chipped in to come take some photos. Having her come in and engaging young folks into this organization and to try to encourage volunteerism and community service, that's a critical piece to this. So I'm glad she came along for the morning.
Terrific. Maybe we'll see her along the way, too.
Absolutely.
There you go. The United Way campaign getting set to kick off, and you can be a part of it. You heard the contact information from Joe. Easiest way, I think, is just get to the Facebook page. And at their Facebook page, you'll learn everything you need to know about the kickoff and about the campaign as well. All right.